Enzo Fernandez is the future for Chelsea, and in this video I want to talk about how he can become one of the best midfielders, not just for Chelsea, but in the Premier League. Now, Pochettino will still be coming to Chelsea, so let's talk about how he can elevate Enzo Fernandez. Now, we all know how good Enzo Fernandez is. Won the World Cup with Argentina, was a young player of the tournament, so again, we already know he has the capability of being one of the best midfielders. Now, in case you did not know, Enzo Fernandez is a very versatile midfielder. He can play in multiple roles, but he's most suited as a deep playing midfielder, playing long balls over the top and finding players. The reason why I bring that up is because we used to have a player such as that, Cesc Fabregas. So I want to show you how Enzo Fernandez can be the next Cesc Fabregas, which again is a huge compliment because we all know that Cesc Fabregas was one of the best assisters in the Premier League. So how can Pochettino unlock this? Well, we all know that Pochettino loves running a 4-2-3-1, which allows, again, Enzo Fernandez to be sitting back with a CDM. So the first thing that Enzo has to have, or what Pochettino needs to do, is find a CDM for Enzo. Now, when he was playing for Benfica, he obviously had Luis as his partnership, which worked out quite well. I don't know who they'll bring in right now, but once they have a CDM for Enzo, that again was going to allow him to create more space for himself and again to have more free-flowing movement throughout the pitch. Now, what I first want to point out is his long balls that he can play over the top. Now, first, let's watch the video of Cesc Fabregas that we have here. Now, again, you saw Cesc Fabregas do this all the time throughout that season to Diego Costa, even Pedro as well. And again, him pinging the ball over the top was very difficult for defenses to defend this because when you play a perfect ball over the top and have your forwards or your wingers running onto the ball, it's very difficult to defend while you're running backwards towards your goal. As we see Enzo in this video, we're seeing him playing the ball over the top as well. Now, he's playing a little bit further out to the wings. Now, if he can hone that in and actually play over the top towards the goal itself, this would be ideal and lethal for Chelsea. Now, the one key factor that we're looking at missing here is the fact that we do not have a striker that's the capability of Diego Costa when he was at the peak of his performance. If Chelsea can find a player such as that, whether that is Broja or some other player they have to bring in, this again could really help Chelsea be one of the better teams in the league itself. And again, help Enzo Fernandez really start pinging those balls and finding assist after assist and goal after goal for Chelsea. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are the through balls that Cesc Fabregas was also known for doing because, again, the man could play long balls, through balls, and all the time he was creating chances for goal opportunities, which, again, Diego Costa was always in the right position, whether, again, that's Cesc Fabregas making the perfect ball, Diego Costa knowing where he's at, but the two were in harmony. Same thing with Enzo Fernandez. We're seeing some of these long balls or through balls that he's playing on the ground. Again, finding players just running onto the ball and finding open space. As we know, Chelsea have the wingers that have the capability of doing this. Modric on the left and Noni on the right. Now, again, we do not have that striker, but hopefully we can have that player as well. But those two players by themselves already are very quick. And again, if Enzo Fernandez can play the ball on the ground to them running into space, it's going to be very, very difficult for any wingbacks to keep up with those players because we all know how quick they are and how good they are with their feet. And again, if Enzo Fernandez can play the ball towards the goal itself, they just need to make one quick cut and therefore they're on goal and hopefully they can find the back of the net. Now, the last thing I want to show here is the ball right into the box itself, playing the ball over the top. Now, again, Cesc Fabregas always knew how to put the perfect amount of pace on the ball to play inside the box. Here we see it again on this free kick. Cesc Fabregas finding the back post with Kurt Zuma here heading the ball in. Again, phenomenal crosser, could do everything with the ball. Enzo Fernandez needs to work on this for the most part. He is capable of playing the ball back into the box as we see in this clip here. You're seeing him kind of lob it back in. Unfortunately, our striking forwards cannot find the back of the net. Kind of how the story's been all season. But again, we are seeing Enzo Fernandez play the ball into the box, finding these players once again. So what Pochettino needs to do, obviously, is find a CDM for Enzo. So therefore, he has someone pairing with him in the midfield. So therefore, can kind of keep the defense in lockdown mode and allow Enzo to really roam the area. He also needs to work on Enzo a little bit more to make sure he can fine-tune those passes. And then last thing is we need to find a striker that's confident of scoring goals. Now, if we're able to find all three of those things, Enzo Fernandez, again, has the capability of being one of the best midfielders, not just for Chelsea, but throughout the entire Premier League season. So that is what I have for you today and how Pochettino can make Enzo Fernandez the best midfielder at Chelsea. I want to know what you guys think. So again, comment down below what you think about Enzo Fernandez, if he has the capability of doing this at Chelsea, or what else will we need to make him that better player? I want to know what you guys think, so you comment down below. I'll get to those videos or comments as soon as I possibly can. And if you did enjoy this content, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. I greatly appreciate that, and I will see you in our next video.